In this tutorial, I will use Helium Scraper 3 to extract recursive data. A good sample of this kind of data are Reddit comments, since they can contain unlimited nested responses. I want to extract this data without losing information about the relations between comments, so that later on I could recreate the full comment hierarchy if needed. I'll create a new project and call it Reddit. The first thing I need to do is create a selector that selects each of the comments, including all the responses. I will expand the Properties view to see which kind of element I'm selecting, and make sure I'm using the same kind of element when selecting child comments. Then I'll right-click Selectors and select Create from Samples. I'll call my selector container. We can see that the top-level comments are now selected. I will select one of these comments. Then select Set as Top Element. Then I'll right-click the selector and select Preview Selector in Browser. We can see that the direct responses to this comment have been selected. This is because Helium won't select nested elements, which allows us to distinguish between different levels. Otherwise, we'd lose the parent-child relationship information. Now I'll press the Clear Top Element button so I can select other elements on the page. Let's first try a very simple extraction to see what we get. I will add a browser load action that loads this page. Then I'll add the selector I've just created. And now I'll add an extract action. I'll add one member for the author. One for the score. One for the timestamp. And one for the full comment. Before I continue, I'll control-click the timestamp selector to see if there is any more useful information, since the time on the text is relative to the current time. If we look in the HTML of the element, we can see that it contains an attribute called title, which contains the absolute time. To extract it, I'll add a gather attribute action after the timestamp selector, and type title as the attribute. Also, I will add a gather number action after the score selector to extract the number only. Now let's run this to see what we get. As we can see on the results, it only extracted the top-level comments. I will modify my extraction logic to recursively drill down, using the container selector to extract all comments, while still not extracting any hierarchical information. To do this, I will wrap my container selector in a sequence recur action. This action will recursively select the elements, so all comments will be selected. Now I'll clear the output table and run the extraction one more time. This time, it extracted all the comments, but we still don't know which comments are responses to which other comments. To change this, we need to use a tree. A tree is a recursive data type that contains a value and a set of child trees. In our case, the values will be the data that we will extract from each comment, and the set of child trees will be the comment responses. I will insert a tree recur action in which I will place both the select container and the extract actions. Since I need to put two actions here, I'll type in opening curly bracket and press the tab key. This will allow me to insert a list of actions. Now I will copy and paste the select container action and press enter to add a new placeholder. Then, I will copy and paste the whole extract action. Finally, I will delete the old actions. The tree recur action will generate our tree by recursively evaluating the given list of actions. In our case, it will first select the container selector, and for each of them, run the extract action and repeat the same process. Let's now run this to see what we get. We now have two tables. The main.value table contains the list of comments. The main table contains the parent-child relations between comments. I will right-click the main dataset and select Join Tables to see all the data together. The main column contains the ID of the parent comment. Therefore, rows where the main column is empty are top comments. This comment is a response to this other comment, and this comment is a response to this other comment. This concludes our tutorial.